Hello guys, today in class we talk about comparisons and also superlatives. But to make a comparison, it's to make a comparison between two things, two persons, two groups, two animals, two cities, okay? One thing with another thing. You're going to compare, okay? What are you going to compare? Adjectives, okay? You don't compare nouns, neither verbs nor articles. You're going to compare adjectives. So you need to remember the adjectives. And we have specific rules to make comparisons. For example, if it is one syllable, like strong, like tall, okay, you're going to add er at the end of the word. Tall, taller, strong, stronger, okay? So she is taller than you. He is stronger than us, okay? For example, and if the word ends in E, like large, you have to add just the letter R, okay? And if the word is one syllable but ends in Y, like happy, like pretty, you have to take off the Y and put IER. Happier, prettier, sleepier, for example. Okay. Now, what happened with the words like they are one syllable, but they have a vowel before a consonant, like big, okay? You have to duplicate the last letter and add er. So those are the four principal rules to make comparisons, okay? But also we have a bigger word like beautiful, intelligent, outrageous. What is going to happen with that? We're going to use more or less. So we have 5 rules. Again, we're going to mention the same rules. The first one, if it is one syllable, you just add er at the end. If it is one syllable and ends in E, you have to add just the letter R. If it is one syllable and ends in Y, you have to take off the Y and change it for IER. Happier, okay? If it is one syllable and if it's a vowel, okay, like big, for example, it's a vowel before a consonant, you have to duplicate the G and add ER, bigger, okay? But just if it is one vowel before the consonant, okay? If it is two consonants or two vowels, it won't happen that, okay? And for the rest of the adjectives that are more than one syllable, you have to add before the word more or less, okay? For example, well, we said that we are going to use comparison when you need to compare two persons, two groups, animals, or things, okay? You have to add er, or you have to add less or more, okay? Now, those are for comparatives. Comparatives, remember that comparatives are two persons, two groups, two things, okay? For example, Jackie is taller. Jackie is taller than Pris, okay? O Anwar is thinner than Eric, okay? Or, for example, we can say that Eileen's hair is more, what can we say, more pretty, more, well, not more, we can say that Eileen's hair is larger than mine, okay, más largo que el mío. That is for comparisons. Now we also have superlative. What is going to happen with the superlative form? Superlative comes from superb, okay? It means the most, okay, the greatest, okay? So when you're going to compare one person to the rest of the group, okay, or to the rest of the world, okay, ya no es aquí una persona con otra. Ahora es una de todas, la más de todas. O también en el sentido negativo es la menos de todas. Yeah, we're not going to add ER, okay? We're going to add EST, okay? Instead of smaller, it's going to be the smallest. Instead of larger, we're going to say the largest. And it's the same rule. If it is one syllable, like small, like tall, you have to add EST. If it is one syllable and ends in Y, you have to take off the Y and change it for IEST. Okay? If it is a vowel and if it's a vowel before a consonant, you have to duplicate the last letter and add EST. Okay? It happens the same: biggest, largest, fastest, smallest, strongest, etc. And what is going to happen with the rest of the words? We're not going to use more or less. Now we're going to use the most or the least. Okay, the most or the least. Okay, and it's the same rule. Okay, for example, we have here, we are going to use superlative form when we're going to talk about one person, one group, one animal, one thing. Okay. And we're going to use most or least instead of more or less. Okay, so for comparisons is the ending ER. For superlative is the ending EST. Okay, but just for the adjectives. Okay, but what is going to happen with good and bad? Good is going to change for better if it is comparative, and for the best if it is superlative. And bad, we're going to use it for worse, for comparison, and the worst for superlative. O sea, good es bueno, better es más bueno y the best es el más bueno. Igual bad es malo, worse es más malo y the worst es el peor. Okay? So these are different forms to use good and bad. Okay? And then we make some exercises. Okay? For example, we compare Iron Man with Captain America. Okay? We said that Captain America is more handsome than Iron Man. Iron Man is stronger than Captain America. Iron Man's uniform is better than Captain America. And Captain America is younger than Iron Man. We compare one person with the other person, okay? And then, well, we have more examples. Iron Man is more handsome than Captain America. Captain America is healthier than Iron Man. Iron Man is less patient than Captain America. Captain America is stronger than Iron Man. And Iron Man is richer than Captain America, or Iron Man is bigger than Captain America, okay? And the same we do with the superlative. Here we have a group, okay? So we make some comparisons. We said that Mr. Gonzalez is the oldest of the group, that math, okay, is the tallest of the group. We said that the boy is the tallest of the group, is the same, or Raulito is the tallest of the group, okay? We're referring to this person, okay? Now, Mary is the most blondie of the group, okay? Mary, okay? And Mrs. Morales is the happiest person, okay? Mrs. Morales, okay? And as we have more examples, we can ask who is the oldest person? The old man. And the youngest person? The girl with long and brown hair. Or who is the fattest person in the group? Is the blonde girl. Who is the most smiling person? The blondie girl. Who is the thinnest person? Is the boy with the blue shirt, okay? Or the boy with the blue sweater is the nicest of the group. So we can have many, many more examples, okay? And also we have more class examples. I am taller than Carelli. The teacher is less intelligent than Jackie. Eric works harder than me. Dan is more talkative than my other friend. Eileen has longer hair than Perla. Gabi is prettier than Julie. Merari is the smallest of the class. If we're talking about superlative, Merari is the smallest of the class. Fer is the most fashion girl of the group. Anwar is the most handsome of all. Pris is the thinnest of the classroom. This group is the most intelligent of all, and Damaris is the greatest person I ever met. I just realized that I have written some grammatical mistakes. I'm going to fix it. But anyway, these are some examples that can help you, okay, to practice the comparatives and the superlative form, okay. We can say also that Alexa is thinner than me, Vero is taller than us, Alexa was thinner than me last tetra, Laura is more intelligent than Julio, I am stronger than you, this wall is redder than the other one, Devan is more intelligent than Luis, I am worse player than my friends, Alexa is the thinnest of the girls, Vero is the most talkative of the classroom, Perla and Pris are the least extravagant of all, Pam is the happiest person of the world. Claudia is the youngest of the classroom. Jackie is the most intelligent of the classroom. Victor is the most handsome in the school. I am the best friend of all. Okay, these are more examples. Okay, that we can use to practice. Okay, we can use to practice the comparisons and the superlative form. Also, we have more forms to do comparisons, okay, that we didn't saw in class, okay, and we're going to see it in a few